Hey guys, and welcome to Hollywood Hills episode number 24. So, little bit of change of pace this time around. It's time for the big half-season high five. The reason for the high five on this show is the fact that last week on subscriptions on the Hollywood Hills YouTube channel, we went over 1,000. And that's all thanks to you guys. So we just want to say from our side, a massive thank you. It's a huge story for us to tag into the thousands. It changes the dynamic of the company as well as how we're going to approach the future. And it should open a few more doors and allow a little bit of extra exposure for the brands that come on and are involved with us here at Hollywood Hills. So for all you subscribers and future subscribers, thank you so much. While we're out here as well at the halfway mark of the season, and because it's Hollywood Hills episode number 24, we're going to give the big high five for all of our media partners here at Hollywood Hills, the guys that drive the wheels behind the scenes. We can't do it without you. We're going to start things off, because it's episode number 24, with 2-4 Projects. So Ian Wheeler is the man behind 2-4 Projects. For many years, a racer out there in the fields and bagged some good results back in the day as well. He's now stepped away from racing, but he stays in racing, driving the 2-4 Projects racing team out at the GXCCs in particular. And he's put his weight behind Gerard Pretorius and Shelley Tyler. These are racers out of the Pro-Am categories where it is tough going. You see sometimes 30 riders on the Pro-Am men's gates, and on the Pro-Am ladies gates, it is very tight racing across the board as well. To crack a top 5 is a big ask. These two riders in particular are doing great work at the moment, and behind the scenes to fund the project, 2-4 Projects run damp proofing, so they're a specialist damp proofing project company. So if you've got a need for that kind of stuff, remember, work with the people who work with us, and we'll keep the whole family rolling, and the world will be a prettier place. Moving forward then as well, you'll have noticed in the last couple of months, we've been partnering up with RME, and that is Transmission and Bearings. The main man behind that is Peter Van Rooyen. He's also part of our GXCC racing family, getting brought in under the wing of Bikers Warehouse. Wayne Farmer very much mentoring him, getting his bike set up right, and we see constant improvement coming out of Peter. At this round number 4, the GXCCs at Ventersdorp, he tagged his best finish of the season to date and his best race result to date. That was 7th place in the senior category. And RME, Bearings and Transmission, we all use them, so let's all use them. Let's use the guys and work with the guys that partner with us, and we'll keep that whole circle spinning. When we talk about family as well here at Hollywood Hills, last season we had great support, especially through the hard times of lockdown, from the Rubine Racing squad. They stepped out at the end of last season because they had their own financial issues, and now they are back in with us. They were highlighting coming on board as part of the Goon Wagon project. They said, how can we be involved? We said we need a fuel sponsor. So they're going to be sponsoring all of the splash in the tank for the Goon Wagon when we go out there on the shoots, as well as into the van to get us out there to the events to shoot with you guys. So for Rubine Racing, welcome back into the family. We are pumped to have you back on board. It's going to be a great journey once again. And then the guys from Mastercars Hatfield in VW land. This is going to be a huge story as well, because Chris Harm, who is very much involved in racing, he's a part of a 2-man squad. Himself and Yanni Potgieter turn the numbers out there at the GXCC's Farm Jams and a couple of the 424 events. And they're doing a massive refresh on the race van. My old van has been to the moon 12 times. It's got tons of mileage, wear and tear on it. It's a former race van as well, so it's been through the mill. And you know how racers are with their vans. You know, one careful owner. You know who you're talking about. Right, so they're doing a full bottom to top refresh for us to get us ready for the second half of the season, and they are going to be our rolling sponsor and partner and service partner for the wagon for the rest of the season and going forward into next year. So another sponsor and partner which we are so pumped to have on board. So if you have a need for a flip trade on a VW or any other car, go speak to Chris Harm up there at Mastercars VW Hatfield. He will hook you guys up. They're starting to get new stock, and the market seems to be coming back into life. For our long-standing partners, Farm Jam, we're always going to work with those guys. We've got a long-standing 5-year history with those guys. Unfortunately, whilst we were building up to round number 3 of the championship, it has unfortunately been squashed by some of the new COVID regulations. So this event has now been postponed, not cancelled, postponed. So please keep those entries coming in. We are looking to move the date out to the 24th of July. If we can't race then we do have a backup of a little bit later on in the month of August as well. So stand by. Unfortunately, round number 3 postponed for now, but we are looking at a couple of options of dates. The first option being the 24th of July. Great to have Farm Jam and Vans Racing on board as well. They've been huge as part of the Goonwagon project along the way as well. SPX Logistics are doing a ton of work for us in the community and the country behind the scenes. So we can't thank those guys enough as well. They're a huge part of the racing fraternity, with CD and Peter both racing, and they put all of their support and effort behind us here at Hollywood Hills and on the GXCC Big Edit. So thank you to you guys out at SPX Logistics. And then CIT and the franchise company, they've come on board this year. They're helping us out a ton, as much as they possibly can. And they're going to be opening a door for us at Langston to try and get us some kit, so we have some riding gear when we go out and cover the events and do the recce's for you guys. It's just awesome at the moment. It's a really, really buoyant atmosphere. I'm feeling very positive about all the love that the industry is giving me, and I'm trying to give as much back to you guys as possible as well. Shimwells out there who are bleeding for us on the Goonwagon project have got it now into a rolling, working, running chassis. So that is a good situation for us on the Goonwagon. And this coming week, we're actually going to go and dot the I's and cross the T's. It's going to be the final sign off for the Goonwagon. The plastics are here. Everything is here. We're just waiting on that Scalvini pipe. For now, we'll just run the stock pipe and suck it up, but everything else on the bike is going to look factory fresh. To all of the sponsors, lots of love to you guys. Thank you so much for the continued support, and we're going to keep things trucking the whole way through the rest of the 21 and 22 and into the future. Hollywood Hills is strong, and it's thanks to you guys.